Hey guys, Alex is here and this is the first video on my channel. Today we are going to make this simple VFX which is not require much time or complex technique. You should know that I'm not a native speaker, that's why I don't pay attention too much to my accent or something like that. So I already prepared the source video in advance. It's 920 by 1090 pixels and 24 frames per second. So let's track this video. I will use the add-on that called camera tracker. We selected our source file that Don creates a PNG sequence for us. Let's set the number of points to 5000. Hit the track. So Blender will freeze for a while and then he will make tracking for us. So how it looks. Let's set up the scene. Choose the cycles, samples for render 520, set up light path, diffuse, glossing, transmission. Of course, we have to make our background transparent, so don't forget to do it. And also, let's make max samples for the viewport to 56. What else? Also, I like to make a background opacity to 1. Let's check how it works. It works good. The count of points is too much for us, so first of all, let's align everything. Align correctly, that's why we have this empty that we have to rotate to align it with axis X, Y and Z. So as you can see, this cloud of points, these markers are pretty good, so we can align it properly or accurate, whatever. And also I like the idea to align this orange line on the road to our y-axis. It makes us to model our environment more properly, more carefully, so and it would be easy for us. So let's align it a little bit more. Let's see. Yep, I think that looks good. So let's play again. Always check everything, how camera move, if there is some glitches or something, and let's start model. Let's put our cursor to the middle of the road and use the plane as the first model. So let's scale it to X and to Y to fit the road, fit the corners of the building and the cross street, so we can just extrude our edges next to the Z-axis and just fit to the building. You don't have to remodel all the building because we will use this plane as a shadow catcher. That's why we have to just make basics forms for our buildings and that's it. Don't make it difficult. Just simple modeling. And here, guys, I will use a time lapse. So I'm pretty sure that everyone here know how to model, how to extrude, how to use everything. So if you guys need to make it slower, you can just put and 0.5 speed in your YouTube, and it would be more understandable. I don't know how it's called in English. So also you guys should know that all the source files, project, tracked video footage and everything is waiting you on my Patreon, so you can just grab it and use whatever you want. And also there is some gift there that can you get just for free, and because you're a free member, it's some footage that I already tracked for you. You can grab it and use for your commercials. You don't have to track it again by yourself. I already did it for you. So as you can see, we made some environment here, we remodel our streets and check everything in our camera. Camera is good, and let's make some holes, some caves in our building. For this I use a loop cut that I subdivided, then I subdivided again and use a loop tool circle to make this cave here. Then I will use a subdivision modifier to make it more like circle, but first of all let's make it properly, make it looks good, like size and whatever. And also I will separate it from the main plane, because everything around this cave will be invisible for our camera, just a shadow catcher, but our cave will be visible. So let's make a subdivision modifier, add some main keys. Let's make the same for our cave, add some loop cuts, and check how it looks. Let's use subdivision to 3 in render, because we don't have too much polygons here and it wouldn't be heavy. And it looks pretty good. Let's check how it looks from the camera, and yeah, let's check. Let's make everything invisible for us. And I don't really like that this cave is too big and do not fit to our building. So first of all, let's make it deeper so we can see the bottom of this cave, and of course move some edges. Check it again from the camera view. Yeah, it looks good, but I still don't like that it's too big for us. Let's first extrude our cave, make this gap, I don't know how is it called, but don't pay attention too much to it, just make it easy, because it's just a training for us. We already have a subdivision modifier here, that's why it would be easy to use, just make it look rounded. Yeah, I like it. So yeah, our cave is ready, but it's too big, it doesn't fit to our building. That's why let's find out, let's think about how to fix it. I like the idea to make it smaller. First of all, let's align these vertices that I don't know why. Okay, let's make it smaller. Choose vertices you need. Yeah, I like this part of the building to use. Oh, I forgot to dissolve excess. Never mind. Let's make it smaller, move a little bit lower, and yep, it looks good. But there are a lot of windows here and it looks weird. So as for me, I like the idea to make a placeholder for this. But first let's choose some HDRI without some sun, just clouds, and let's find out how we can work with this placeholder. I like the shadows if we use a shadow catcher, but yeah, let's make a placeholder for this cave, like in the video you saw before in the beginning of this video. So let's add some loop cuts, make it here, add some point, move some points here, so align the edges of the building, and I think we will extrude it to the x-axis, I don't know, to add some shadows there, so it gonna look better. Okay, let's choose these faces, extrude it a little bit to the X, and of course fix some subdivision modifiers uses. Don't pay attention too much to this, make it easy, we don't have too much polygons, so we will use a transparent background. That's why render won't take a lot of time. That's why just use an edge and don't worry about topology or something. We just train here. So yeah, I like this placeholder. It looks way more better. Let's make the same for the right side. You already guys know how to do it. We do the same. Add some edges, align all the vertices to y-axis, and make the placeholder again, but in the right side, in the right building. Subdivide it once, insert, use loop tools, circle, perfect, scale it a little bit, insert, and extrude by the normals. Insert again, separate it from the main plane, and your second cave, your second hole is ready. And also I like the idea to make train rails that I found in CG Trader. I like this model, but I don't like the topology too much, and first of all we have to join all the geometry, set the scale, set the origin to geometry, use one rail, and of course use the correct size of this model because it's too big for us. So let's check how it looks. Okay, I think this size works good. Let's add some Bezier curve that gonna be our path, right? Now let's play a little bit with the form, with how it looks. Don't work too much on this. Take your time. Okay, perfect. And let's use a curve modifier. To be honest, I like to do it in the middle of the world, so I don't confuse with some axis problems. I don't know. Use a curve modifier, scale it, and look, I don't like too much how rails looks. That's why I use just one edge of our rail, delete useless vertices, and make a simple retopology. No, it is not a retopology. I just model it from the beginning, just had a basic form of our rail. Use the quads here. Yep. Let's continue and add one more loop here and extrude it along the normals. Fit the size, flip the normals, add some loop cuts, and again let's use a subdivision modifier. I don't care that it's too much polygons for this rail, because in curve modifier it gonna look way better when it's a lot of polygons here. So let's check how it looks. Curve modifier, yeah, now it looks way better. And let's move it to our scene, use a ring modifier, align it with our caves, play a little bit with scale. Okay, perfect. And again we have to add some train part. I don't know how is it called, but I also found it in CG Trader. And for the following the path, I will use the constraint. I will use constraint that called follow path. I used empty and I parented everything to this empty. I won't show you how to model a bottle, how to unwrap it. I think you know how to do it. So I just animated and offset, add some noise to the animation, add some shadows, textures that I used in Blender kit. I used the HDRI from the Polyhaven, and that's the result. But to be honest, I really want to make it too much color. And also I don't like this banner to the right corners. That's why let's use After Effects to rotoscope it. It's pretty easy and fast because it's just a black color and everything around is white, so it would be very fast. Let's use a brush for this, drag this mask. Yeah, let's make it a little bit more carefully. Use some feather, contrast, shift H a little bit. Yeah, let's check. Looks good. Yeah, I think something like that. So let's render it, render as a PNG sequence, of course with alpha channel, so we can put it above all our layers in DaVinci Resolve or in After Effects, whatever you like. So render is the PNG sequence, alpha channel, choose the place wherever you like and click the render. Let's play with colors. First of all, let's play with white balance, add some shadows, not too much white, play with gamma. Okay, something like that. I don't really like that in the source file there is too much yellow, that's why let's add some corrector node and use the vectorscope. Yep. And play with temperature, make it a little bit colder, then make it so we use our vectorscope to make all this cloud of color in the middle of the vectorscope. So let's add the one new layer, one new node, and here we gonna add some loops. To be honest, I really like to make it too much, so it would be a lot of questions from you guys why it's so fake, and it's gonna be like a lot of doubts if it worth it or not. But I really like the idea to make it too much. That's why let's use this loot and as a key output gain we will use like only 70% of this loop. Okay, perfect. Let's do the same for our Blender sequence, our render sequence. So let's make it a little bit bright. Let's use a waveform to set up a white balance. Yeah, so it fits our main footage. A little bit lighter, a little bit shadows, some gamma. Yeah, I like the way it works. So what next? Let's add a new node, character, and again let's just copy our loot from the footage and paste it here. Yeah, I like that it looks too bright. I think it is good for some social, it is good for YouTube, but the only problem is it cost our quality of video. But now we use full HD video, but in the future you will work with like 4K, 2K videos, and it will looks way better. So let's check what we have now. Okay, I like it. The banner in the right corner looks good. Our animation looks good. Flowers, shadows, everything is good. So let's check it again. I always like to play it tons of times. Again, sorry for my English, sorry for the quality of this audio. And what else, guys? I really appreciate your time that you watch this video. I gonna post new tutorials. I hope you enjoyed. Subscribe to me here, find me on Insta, on TikTok, and grab the project files on my Patreon. There will be extra gifts waiting you there. All the best, see you next week. Let me know in the comment what you want us to make next.